Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Today, bringing you guys another RWBY discussion video. And this was a donation by Somatron 540. And this is what if RWBY became Ozpin's Incarnation after Volume 3? Now, how would this play out? I mean, has Ozpin ever been reincarnated to every reincarnated women as a women or just guys? It's mostly just men, honestly. It would be kind of awkward that a reincarnation guy being in a woman's body. Yeah, that would be a bit of an awkward. So I would say after Volume 3, I think Crow would. This is gonna be tricky. I'm not gonna try to go in depth to this because this is gonna be a nail biter. Like, how would RWBY feel about that? I think she would be a bit uncomfortable, which is understandable because like having a reincarnation man inside of you, like, you know, part of you, and another soul, basically. Yeah, a bit awkward, which means RWBY is even more targeted because Ozpin. So, which is bad, and then they're gonna learn Ozpin's reincarnation much earlier than Volume 5, and Oscar would not exist in this story. So, and then learning about the relics, the maidens, and Ozpin's reincarnation, and wondering how Crow was able to find them. So Ozpin kind of explained that given the ability to turn into bird, and they didn't want to believe it, but Crow proves and shows them, and I think Tyrion would just be stunned because that means Salem would learn the truth that Ozpin is back. So that means Salem will learn the truth that Ozpin is back much earlier than Volume 6, which she'll be pissed. So it's like, damn, too soon already? That is way, way too soon. What the hell? And Tyrion tells this is also Ozpin's incarnation is the Silver Eye girl. Oh, yeah, that's oh wow. So now RWBY's is even more targeted. You guys could tell this is a bit of an awkward, and Ozpin does feel the same way. That yeah, this is actually kind of awkward and felt inappropriate to be reincarnated to a girl's body. But good news is this is just temporarily, not permanently. So once he finds a candidate of a male so he can be reincarnated to, RWBY will be free. But now they have to work things out. And RWBY's like, wait a minute, what about John and Ren? Yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather find someone suitable, honestly. So, yeah. And, yeah, it's kind of a bit awkward. And Volume 5, Leo will be shocked that Ozpin is back already and he's in a female's body. Now, how would Ozpin speak whenever he takes over? A femboyan, like, because he is inside of a female's body. So yeah, Ozpin would sound like a femboy. Yeah. And RWBY would... Oh god, Ozpin would actually put RWBY's body to work. Because we saw what he did with Oscar Imagine what he could do with Ruby's body, in fighting. Yeah, Ruby would be fucking exhausted. Like, she'd be like, holy shit, I didn't know, like, good lord, I didn't know Ozpin could fight like that. And, yeah, Volume 5 would kind of plays out the same, so to speak, but I think Weiss and Yang would just feel a bit disturbed by this, that Ruby is Ozpin's incarnation for now, just temporarily, not permanently, which is kind of a good thing. But with Weiss, she might think in a different approach that, oh, Professor is a perv, but Ozpin has never been a perv. This is the first time this actually happens to him. So, yeah, it's kind of been awkward. And, does Ruby fight Leo? Pretty much, because Leo needs to deal with him, and when Hazel learns that, oh, Ozpin, you dumb motherfucker, you think you will hide from me behind a girl? Yeah, so basically Ruby's gonna have a big fucking problem. It's literally just Team Ruby plus John, Ren, and Nora, and Crow. But this version, Oscar is not around, so yeah. And Ruby will have a difficult time to deal with Hazel, so Ozpin will take over. So basically, we'll see Oscar wielding a scythe and his cane, like a dual wielding. Like, holy shit! Like, damn. And how do I put this? Volume 6, Volume 5 will play out the same. Same as for, and I think Blake would learn this, that Ozpin is incarnation in Ruby's body. I think Blake would just feel a bit felt really uncomfortable about that, honestly. And Volume 6 kind of plays out the same, but instead of Crow punching, he would just slap Ozpin. Because one, Ozpin is in Ruby's body, and that is his niece. So he will not punch Ruby / Ozpin. He would just slap him. Like, slap him so fucking hard. And Ruby finally takes over her body because Ozpin locked deep inside her head. So Ruby is basically back being herself without Ozpin, honestly. So Volume 6 and 7 kind of plays out the same, and I think Ironwood will actually feel this kind of awkward, and Penny would just be like, oh. And Winter was just like, oh my god. Again, it would just be so awkward that Ozpin would incarnate in Ruby, a girl, because they might think of it the wrong way. But Ruby tells it it's just temporarily, it's not permanent, because he's planning on finding someone else, a male this time, which is a good thing. But for now, it's just Ozpin just locked himself in her head. Yeah, I know I'm kind of lighting around because it's kind of been in a awkward and weird scenario about it, and Volume 8, it will play out the same, but you remember that scene where Ruby, Penny, Weiss, Blake, and Nora left the Atlas military to get the communication tower up and running for Pietro and Penny, right? Well, instead of the Hound going after Oscar, since Oscar is not involved, which means that makes you know, Yang, John, and Ren have it easier than how they were. And would be much easier until the Hound attacked the ship that the girls are in, and it finds out it's the Hound and it is after Ruby, and Penny is trying to save Ruby, and Ruby trying to escape, but Ruby just get dragged like a rag doll and get throws in the midair, just like trying to knock her out, and that actually does happen. And Penny tries to go after, and Hound was too fast, honestly. So Ruby gets taken, and they need to contact Yang, etc. Because because the Hound spoke to them and how dangerous the thing is. So Wines will contact Yang. That is emergency. A damn Grim just took Ruby, and that's caught Yang's attention. And this Grim is different. This Grim has so many abilities. This Grim used Ruby as a hostage, and the Grim fucking spoke. Yeah, that caught John, Ren, and Yang off guard. So basically, I had to go after Ruby because she's been taken, but sadly that not happening. And this might be a bit brutal for Yang. This might be a bit brutal for Ruby. Yeah, now Ruby is in as a prisoner, and Salem would just be, kind of see that Salem might see this and like, I did not know my beloved would be such a perv to hide behind another woman, and then Ruby's gonna get tortured, and not just by Hazel, but also Salem, but also Cinder. Oh yeah, Ruby's gonna get fucked. Both Hazel and Cinder. Mostly Cinder. I think Cinder's gonna have fun with this shit. And I think Cinder would do one thing that would actually, holy shit. Cinder takes Ruby's eye. Cinder would say, a man once told me, eye for an eye. And Cinder used her grimoire to gouge Ruby's eye. And I would say, her left eye, the same, wait, was it the left or right? Yeah, it was left. Because Cinder lost her left eye, so Ruby lost her left eye. So Ruby will be screaming in agonizing pain, and Cinder would get her lick to beat the shit out of her, and Hazel would get his turn. Yeah, Ruby will get her ass beat badly. Yeah, brutal, honestly. And Ozpin would take over, and it would just be Hazel this time. And Cinder would go after the Winter Maiden because she still wants that power. I mean, it was kind of... Oh, wait a minute. No, I just realized Neo wants some of that lick too. Oh, shit. Damn, Ruby is gonna get fucked. She's getting her ass beat by 3 people at once. Or once at a time. Oh, shit. Yeah, Ruby is going to get beaten badly by Neo. She's going to have multiple scars and bruises, broken ribs. Like, yeah, Ruby's going to get fucked. Ouch. So, I think Ozpin will take over and speak with Hazel, and and Hazel would actually learn the truth that he's going to try to get the Ruby and Emerald out. So when Yang, Ren, and John encounter Emerald and an illusion of Hazel, when they're revealed to be Ruby, Ruby would have an eye patch to cover her eye. Oh yeah, Ruby was fucked up. Like Hazel, Cinder, and Neo. Yeah, Ruby lost an eye, so she's not getting that back. Like, she was bruised, cut up, and everything. Yang would just be hurt, and she would be hurt. She would start to shed a tear, and she would be pissed. Like, yeah. And plus, Ruby still have Ozpin's cane, and Ruby would use that in magic to, buy them time, like the original. So, yeah. Hazel will still be killed. Salem will be out of commission for quite a bit. So, yeah. That happened. And, yeah. So, Volume 8 will kind of play as the same, honestly. But Ruby would just be fucked up badly. And, Team Ruby, John, and Neo would still fall in the ever after. That doesn't change. And I think Ozpin would just be a guide to Team Ruby. Like, they need to find John, and he knows how to get back, because there is a way to get back into Remnant. And he would not be expecting that, oh shit, this is actually based on the story. So this is real. And here's the thing, after they found John, after they actually do escape from the Ever After, Ozpin would learn the truth about the gods. That, yeah, the Ever After is the first actual world before Remnant was even a thing. And the gods were born in the Ever Afterings. And they were created by the Curious Cat. And they created the Curious Cat and the Jabberwocker. So, basically, Ozpin will actually learn the truth about, the gods' origins. So that kind of give him a change of perspective about the gods now. And once they arrive at Vacuo, everyone is actually back. Now, in Volume 9 Beyond, I think Ozpin found a candidate to be his next reincarnation. Because he kind of felt bad putting Ruby in a terrible situation. And I think when Crow sees Ruby, lost an eye, yeah, he will be hurt. Now, who would Ozpin, be reincarnated to as now, since he found a candidate? That would be Noel Perfoil. I think I said his name right. The guy with the electrical stick or baton, whatever you call it. Team Bronze. That's the name. Team Bronze. He's the last member of his team because his teammates were killed in the Battle of Beacon. It's actually stated in the before the dawn. He's the last remaining member of his team. So he's gonna be the next reincarnation of the male character. For the I can't even speak. So basically, Noel would be the next Ozpin reincarnation. So yeah, so Ruby is finally free, no longer, having Ozpin part of her anymore. which is a good thing. Honestly, it just kind of felt awkward and felt weird. That's basically the thought I had in mind, honestly. Like, yeah, this should be like a temporary thing, not like permanent. And after what RWBY went through in this scenario, yeah, Ozpin has to move. So, yeah. I honestly don't know what else I can say, because this is a bit of a complicated and bit of a weird. Because Ozpin only reincarnates to men only, just like the maidens. The maiden powers only goes to women only. If the female thinks of the last person and the last person is the male will inherit the full maiden power, but they cannot use it. They're just basically carrying it until they think of someone they know that is a female. But with this one, it kind of makes sense that Ozpin would just be in RWBY's body temporarily until he finds an actual candidate for a male candidate instead. So basically, RWBY is just carrying Ozpin's soul to be transferred, that sort of thing. It's kind of like that. So it's kind of make a lot more sense, honestly. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social medias will be down below the description box. You know the drill. If you guys want to donate to support the channel, links to my CashApp, PayPal code will be down below the description box and in my bio. If you guys want to donate to support the channel, or any video requests will be done for y'all. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love, RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.